Hey, hello everyone. Welcome to my tutorial. Today in this tutorial we would be taking a look at the HTML frames and the frame set tags. In this tutorial we would be discussing the properties, usage and the implementation of the HTML frames and the frame set tags. Now let's see what they are and why they are needed. First of all, we would be discussing what frames are. Frames are basically the graphical and the logical subdivisions of a web page area into sections, and it allows you to separate your content based on the type of of the content. For example, you may have seen many websites today offer two frame format, in which one of the frames is used to contain all the links, that is the and is known as the which would look like a navigation area, and the second frame would be containing the content, that is the textual content of the page. This the use of the frame and the frame set tags make your website look more browsable and readable, as the content is divided depending upon the type of the content. Now you would be seeing that how we implement it. First of all, we would be making a folder on the desktop or anywhere where you like. Here I have already made it. I would be just telling you the code, how to code it, and how you have to run it. Okay, I'm using Ubuntu, but if you don't worry, if you are using Windows, the procedure is very similar. You just have to make a folder. Here I have already made it and I have named it example. Now we make two documents. We have already made two HTML pages. This is and sorry. Now see. For the first page is our page which would be containing the frames and the frame sets. The As you know that the frame set area is actually sets the layout of your page. It contains the frames, and it has two attributes, that are the rows and the columns, which allow you to um, horizontally or vertically. Columns make help you to vertically divide the area of your page, and the rows attribute help you to divide the area into the web page area into rows, rows like, or in the horizontal manner. So we have to we can assign the value of the row and the column attribute as in percentage or in pixels, and another value it can have is the star attribute. I'll tell you the usage of it a bit later. So now let's see. First of all, I created the HTML tag, and then HTML tag. In that I didn't use the body tag, because as you know that in this we would be dividing the page area into various columns, so we do not need the body tag, and it actually does not has any role in it, so we didn't use it. Now we had the column tag, which is written as cols, COLS, and we made two columns. We assigned 30% to the first column and 50% to the second column. The 30% area would be our navigation area, and the 50% area would be our content area, which would be having the textual content. We and now I'll tell you where we use the star attribute, star value. We for example, if you made two columns, you assigned the first column 30% of the page area, and the second column 30% of the page area. Now it adds up to 60% of the page area. Now the rest of the 40% area, you can specify it by 40%, that would be allotted to the third column, or you can simply write it as the star, and it would mean the same thing, that is the third column will be assigned the left out area. So now let's make the two frame format page with a navigation area and the content area. Now inside the frame tag we added the frame tag, which has the source as a navigation page. It would be as in the frame set. When we define the columns and the rows, the each column and the row in the page is a different HTML document itself. So we added the first frame would be the navigation area, to which we already assigned 30% of the page area, and the second frame would be the content, would be the content document, content page, to which we assign 50% of the page area. Okay, so now we'll say it's already saved. We saved it as example.html, and next we make the navigation page. Okay, so in the navigation page we created the HTML tag inside the head, and the title tag we gave it the title navigation area, and we set the we made the body tag, and we set the color of the body as yellow, background color of the body as yellow, so that we can differentiate between the various sections of the page. You would see how it works. Now the second thing we made is, since it is the navigation area, we gave it the heading. H1 represents the first heading of the page, and inside it we have the UL area, which is the unordered list, and inside that we have the list items, and it holds the links to the various pages, HTML pages. We use the hash character here, which actually represents empty link. That means that your page would not redirect you to any other page, because here we have not written the source of the path to any other page. You can even add it if you want, like for example, if you want to add it to some page, like say index.html, but in our case, since we have not made any other pages, so we would simply write hash. Now we'll make three different links. Now we would provide three different links in the li tags, that is the list items, and we would close the unordered list. Okay, so now we create the content area, which would be almost similar to the navigation area. This is how we code it, HTML, and inside that we would be having the head, the title, and we would give it the title of content, closing title tag, closing head tag. It's not necessary to add the head and the title tag, but since it is a good practice, we could be using it. Now we make the body tag, provide the background color as green. Okay, now inside this we would be writing heading, let's say content area, and close the heading, and inside that write any paragraph or any text. Let's say, hey, this is the content of the page. Okay, now let's save it. We would save it inside our example folder as content. content. Okay, now let's save it. Okay, now we are done. Now let's open the example document. It should open in the browser. Oops, there's some error. I made some mistake. Content.html. Oops. Let's see. This is a navigation page with the title this. I think I made some error, so sorry. Okay, I'll have to pause the video to let's figure out what's the problem. Oh yeah, I figured out what the problem was. Actually, I'm using Ubuntu, so that's why I didn't had to write navigation nav.html. I just had to provide the name nav of the file and content of the file. But when you are using Windows, you have to write nav.html and content.html. It's a bit different funda in Ubuntu. So if you're using Windows, so keep that in mind to provide .html extension with your file. So it's all said and done. Let's now run this example code. So here it is. Okay, now if you want to make it if you want to use this frame set and divide your page in the horizontal manner, then you have to just replace the columns with the rows attribute. Save it. Now just let's run it. Now you can see that we have two different horizontal divisions of the page, and that's about it. So thank you so much and bye.